That be covered.
That's the problem. Didn't do it.
I don't know.
All right, let's open up our, turn your mics, microphones on. Open up our special meeting for this November 14th. We just started pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And kick the roll call.
Don Brewer,
Present.
Kathy Jordan,
Present.
Art Christie,
Present.
John Horn,
Here.
Joey Cal,
Present.
Alan Shiner, Cliff Rebuffo.
Here.
Thank you. Is there any mailings that we need to be aware of? Nothing? All right, so call the special meeting in order to get the resolution to the zoning board, in keeping with the request by the Supreme Court judge and in keeping with the procedures that we have in our zoning code. Has the board members had time to read through the resolution?
What is the resolution?
I have some minor corrections to it. The tax map number is on the first page. The first tax map number, it says 3.1-10.100. That's to be changed to 3.1-10.1. Same with the second page, same tax map reference.
3.1.
Yeah, it's just a typo. And another typo is on the second page, number 1, the town of Shandaken zoning code. Should say town of Shandaken zoning code.
Where is that second change?
Page 2, number 1.
That was the first one. No, this is the first one.
Okay, and the second one is which one?
Same one. Tax
Oh, it
map.
says town.
Number 1, tax map.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so this resolution is in reference to the Bel Air Resort at Catskill Park. Plus or minus 742.24 acres located in the town of Shandaken in Middletown, adjacent to Bel Air Mountain Ski Center. Has those tax map lot numbers identified. Seeker Type 2, application description request for interpretation to Town of Shandaken Zoning Board of Appeals. I'll read the resolution. Whereas Crossroads Ventures LLC applicant, or Crossroads, applied to the Town of Shandaken Planning Board pursuant to the Town of Shandaken zoning law for a special use permit and site plan approval of a plus or minus 742.24 acre resort development to be known as Bella Resort at Catskill Park. That's the project. And whereas the project includes approximately 333.56 acres in the town of Shandaken and Ulster County, made up of the following: the 11 town Shandaken tax map parcels shown on the map prepared by Robert Allison, land surveyor of Catskill Region Surveying Services, dated March 27th, 2015. So we have tax map SBL 3.1-10.1, 104.46 acres. 2 is tax map SBL 3.1-1, 100.81 acres. 3 is tax map SBL 3.1-7.1, 47.57 acres. 4 is tax map SBL 3.1-8, 22.13 acres. 5 is tax map
I'm just trying to get a copy of what you're reviewing.
there'll probably be copies available once the zoning board gets this.
But you're considering it tonight, right? Then a copy should be available to the public.
Resolutions, yeah. So, I thought you brought some down.
Diane's gonna go get some copies. Tax map SBL 3.1-7.1, I did. Number 5 is tax map SBL 4.-2-1, 2.86 acres. 6 is tax map SBL 4.-2-2.100, 16.95 acres. 7 is tax map SBL 4.-2-2.2, 15.35 acres. 8 is tax map SBL 4.-2-65, 0.88 acres. 9 is tax map SBL 4.-2-66, 2.27 acres. 10 is tax map SBL 4.-2-67.2, 16.75 acres. 11 is tax map SBL 4.-2-68, 1.29 acres. Whereas on January 13th, 2016, the planning board granted the project special permit approval and site plan approval with conditions. And whereas on February 11th, 2016, Catskill Heritage Alliance Incorporated petitioner commenced a CPLR Article 78 proceeding challenging the planning board special permit and site plan approvals in Supreme Court, Ulster County, Catskill Heritage Alliance, Inc. versus Crossroads Ventures, LLC, and the Town of Shandaken Planning Board. Ulster County Index Number 16-0385. And whereas the Planning Board submitted an answer to the petition dated July 15th, 2016, and whereas by decision dated October 6, 2016, Supreme Court, Mont J, rejected the majority of petitioner's claims, but remitted the matter to the Planning Board with a directive that it requests that the ZBA determine whether the proposed lodges and duplexes are permitted under the Shandaken zoning code. Now therefore let be resolved as follows. Compliance with the decision and order of Supreme Court, the Planning Board hereby requests that the Town of Shandaken Zoning Board of Appeals interpret the meaning of lodge under the Town of Shandaken zoning code, and whether the proposed lodges and duplexes are permitted under the Town of Shandaken zoning code in accordance with the letter attached hereto as Exhibit A. And number 2, the planning board authorizes the chair of the planning board to transmit this request to the zoning board of appeals. And 3, this request for interpretation of the existing town of Shandaken zoning code is a type 2 action under the State Environmental Quality Review Act, ECL Article 8, and it's implementing the regulations at 6 NYCRR Part 617.5 C 31, and no further review is required. So do I hear a motion to accept the resolution?
I make a motion to accept the resolution as written.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Could I ask a question?
Not at the moment, no.
But you're preparing to vote?
We're right in the middle of the vote.
I'm
But
sorry. I wasn't here.
But
Who made the motion?
I did.
could you describe what the attached letter is that is part of the resolution?
Can I finish the roll call first?
Well, it's a 4-page letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but
Could you give me a sense of what the letter is that's attached to this resolution?
is there a copy of it
Yeah,
there?
we have a copy right here.
It's a letter to the Shandaken Zoning Board of Appeals, request for interpretation for large and duplexes of Crossroads Ventures
From?
from the Shandaken Planning Board.
It's cover letter to the resolution.
I see, thank you.
Okay, we have a
Roll call.
second on that, so roll call.
Okay. Board Member Jordan?
Yes.
Board Member Christie?
Yes.
Board Member Powell?
Yes.
Board Member Buffalo?
Yes.
Board Member Horn?
Yes.
Board Member Burrow?
Yes. Okay, so we have to make sure each member of the zoning board gets a copy of this resolution. Any other discussions for the preceding meeting?
Could I ask another question? The resolution that you have and letter that you have appears to ask for an interpretation of lodge, which wasn't, as I understand it, requested by the court. So I'm just wondering why you added that in?
Well, this is what the judge directed our attorney to do, and we're just doing what the judge directed the planning board to do according to the direction of our attorney. So if you had any questions, we'll have your attorney talk to our attorney, and we can have that resolved.
Okay, so the letter that you have here that's from the planning board was drafted by the town's attorney?
Yes.
Thank you.
So, if there's no more business, motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Sam. Did you send it over?
Don's gonna sign it.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw him, I met him yesterday, and he's off that side, this
I can tell you, Jack,
My flood.
He's got problems.
Any appeals?
I just signed up. What happens?
It's too tiny to get up. They're all too tiny to get up. We have a big app, we gotta pick them up. The doctor's too tiny.
Thank you, Ellen.
Have a good night. I had insurance for years. Well,
So, here's the new qualifications. So I think then you can separate the problem information. Comes to.
Well, I feel like I'm always dropping.
2 floors of
Yeah, so like, elevation's not that high.
So you got a single family, you can argue them on, because that dictates the regulations, square footage. Because once you get to the second floor,
okay, well, maybe I'll call them and say it's not.
because
I won't see you guys for a couple of weeks now.
so you still want a relationship.
This side does come.
I don't want to go down.
Now she's